Alright guys, welcome back to Soai, and today we are out in Mount Vernon. I've been driving around here for a little bit to find this spot, which is called Square One International. Now you guys know I'm checking out 100 Jamaican / Caribbean inspired restaurants here in New York, and even though I've been here before, I thought that this place needed to get on the 100 list. Now, I haven't really heard much people speaking about it, but this is one of my spots, which shout out to my boy Kenny, he introduced me to it. And I often have cravings for the food here, which is kind of crazy because I don't really have cravings from much other places. When they get it right, they definitely get it right. Now, this is gonna be a little bit off topic because today I'm gonna be going there to get my fried chicken, rice and peas, and if they have oxtail, I'm gonna get that. What I love about there is that they have foods really affordable, like in those little small boxes. But the off-topic thing is parking. So I think today was the first I've ever parked in New York City. Most people have issues and they always ask me, does these places that you go to have parking lots or whatever? Here, I would say today is a Tuesday. It's somewhere around minutes to 2. There are ample parking here. It was my first time ever using a parking meter. And I think it's gonna cost me maybe $1 or something per hour. I don't even know. But I use the app. I had to call my friend Kenny. I'm like, yo, how do you do this? But you live and learn. I absolutely appreciate that though, that everything is app run and everything like that. See, parking spot free, 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 free. And when I say free, I don't mean you don't pay. I just mean that the space is available, but you have to pay. Download the app or bring your quarters and you should be fine. Most times when I come here with Kenny, yeah, we always have a parking spot. So Square One is on 17 East 2nd Street. I'll drop the map pin in my description box so you guys can find it, or in the top pinned comment. So you guys can click on it and Google will take you right there. Now, just like many of the places, it looks a little bit inconspicuous. You might not notice it. It looks like it could take a little bit of a refresher on the outside. I don't know why most of the spots that I go to tend to look like that. I guess because they're a hole in the walls. And honestly, I prefer those because they tend to make better food to me in most cases. And I'll give you guys a quick little closer up so you can see what it looks like on the outside. Not very bright, vibrant colors like some Jamaican spots that are usually like yellow, green, reds, and whatever. It's paler color, but this is where we are. All right, let's head inside. Hi, how are you? I bet you remember me. Remember me.
Thank you, appreciate it, of course. You know what?
Remember me from where? Who me normally come here with? Oh, you have great customer service, because if you can remember people, that's good.
I remember Kenny, but listen, you had me cracking up because
Why?
There was a lady, she came in here in the restaurant, a regular customer. She said that she watched the vlog,
Okay.
you know, with you, what you did there, and she said, the guy said, her husband, she was cracking up about it. She was like, when you're the Patrick's wife.
Oh.
We were laughing about it. It was
Oh my
funny
God.
the way she said
I'm
it.
actually here to come back and do a vlog today.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing, that video was way before, but I'm now doing 100 Caribbean restaurants in New York.
Okay.
So I'm like, I thought you guys should be on the list. I like the food here.
Very nice.
All right, what am I ordering to? This I forget to do.
What's that?
But normally they don't do tap to pay.
Not anymore. So now it's just
Cash? I have cash. Always cash. You can serve her first. That's fine.
whether it's rice and peas, whether it's gumbo, or whether it's white rice. But if you get it with food, then that's $1 extra for any size.
What's cool, somebody just came in just now and she said to him, I know you're usual. And she does remember people, which is amazing. Even Kenny, she knows Kenny is ordered by heart. Now, I looked at the menu just now and I do see where they have stew peas and pigtail. This is one of those menu items I don't see a lot, and I love this dish. I think I had it from them once before, and I don't recall it being bad, so I'm gonna order that today. Also, their fried chicken. Yo, if you get yourself like a nice fresh batch of that fried chicken, it is really good. So I'm gonna do a small order of that. I think the stew peas, you can't do small orders. Maybe it's like a medium, I don't remember. But I'm gonna have an order of the fried chicken and also the stew peas. And I have to bring something home as well.
With the $1 thing?
$1 chicken.
$1 chicken. Okay.
When I say $1 chicken,
No,
I know.
that's her specialty.
All right, so
Thank
I want to do the small serving of fried chicken. Can I? Definitely leg and thigh, or thigh, please.
you. That would be fried chicken by itself.
No,
Or you need a meal?
for the small, yeah, for the meal. So with the rice and gungo.
Yes, we do have gungo.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Dark meat.
So no breast, definitely thigh and whatever. For the small. For the small, it's not like 2 piece or 1 piece.
I think it's more than that, depending on the size.
First-
You know, it's
Okay.
chicken.
Once is definitely thigh for me. And then the stew peas, gonna sell it by, you guys do like small as well, stew peas?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll do a small stew peas with white rice, please.
Would that be the pigtail soup?
Yeah,
or
man.
the one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah,
You're welcome, no
pigtail stew
problem.
peas.
Another question.
Yeah.
For the fried chicken, what kind of gravy?
Uh,
special gravy?
Oxtail.
Oxtail, perfect.
Yeah.
Oxtail, curry goat, those go well with fried chicken.
Definitely.
And you said steamed veg for it? Or
Yep.
salad?
I do a salad, please.
For both?
Yes, for both.
For both meals?
And I want a small serving of the curry goat with white rice
Okay.
and salad as well.
No problem. Anything else?
Nope, that would be it.
Alright. Okay.
Doing cash.
Okay. You could pull the cash for now, alright? Let me
Okay.
put your order in.
All right, thank you. All right, so some important things to note: no tap to pay. So they have Zelle and I believe Cash App. The last time I came here, it was an issue to use my Zelle for some reason. Like they had too many recipients, so I couldn't add that. So I would tell you just walk with some cash. I think if you walk with 20 bucks, you should be safe here. I would say maybe put it to 30. You should be able to get a good meal. I'll tell you what my total came up to. The next thing, there might be a little bit of a wait time. I think the last time I heard that they do small batches of food so that you get the fried chicken a little bit fresher, and that works out well for them. Also, I think it's just a husband and wife. So the wife is at the front, the husband is at the back doing the cooking. So that might just be the staff. Maybe there's another person. So there might be a little bit of a wait time. I've never been here and really waited too long before, so do bear that in mind. If you're gonna do parking, I would tell you do at least maybe like a 20-minute parking and you should be safe. Okay, so the stew peas was ready first, and I don't know how ghetto of me. I had brought a bottle of water. Yeah, I started doing that because sometimes I'm ordering food and I'm having all these drinks and sodas. Yeah, your boy gotta stay in shape. So what they had ready for me first was the stew peas and pigtail. This is a classic. I don't care what nobody said. This is probably easily my top 3 favorite things, bro. That girl bad. All right, this is my plate. This is what it looks like. Nice salad on top. You got the tomato, you got the lettuce, and then you have somewhere your pigtail and your white rice underneath it. What is pigtail? Is exactly as the name suggests. It is the tail of the pig. Usually it is cured. In the past, it was used to help preserve the meats because somewhere along the time in Jamaica, there was no fridge. So that's what kept the meat cured. They boil it off to remove some of the excessive salt, and then they stew it down in usually coconut milk with the red peas, and you get this really insanely good stew that came from a very poor place that ended up in a really rich dish. There's a ancient food adage. I'm being extra, it's not ancient. Remember my friends used to tell me, they usually never buy raw veg because you're not sure how clean the vegetable is. So most people, they will buy steamed veg because there's some cooking, there's heat. But I prefer raw veg. I'm sorry, it's hiding the plate. It's hiding so much of the beautiful pigtail. All right, so now we can see that there's plantain on the plate. I had to like just eat around it. I do that a lot for a lot of these restaurants, just so that the presentation looks a little bit better. But I understand they're trying to really cram as much food as they can into this small box. Probably this box probably cost maybe $12, $13. I'm not sure. I'll tell you at the end of it. But the vegetable was fresh. I had no issues with that. All right, so we got one nice piece of pigtail here. This is what it looks like. It is mostly fatty usually. I like the fatty parts. There's a bit of lean meat, but of course it's coming from the pig, so that sucker is usually fatty. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I kind of wish I never ate off most of my vegetables because the alkaline taste from the lettuce would really help to balance out the saltiness of the pork. But I do have plantain. They do give you a piece of plantain in there that was hiding underneath. But oh yes, and I think for this small box, I got 3 pieces of pigtail, which isn't bad. The common issue for many people and pigtail is usually that it is too salty. They don't remove enough of the salt out of it. This is perfect. That salt is down. Bye-bye. Cucumber, really a good choice because again, it's alkaline. It really balances out the saltiness of the pork. I'm happy. It feels like the Caribbean. If you're from the Caribbean and you're thinking of somewhere to move to, I don't care what nobody want to say. This is one of the better choices because you're gonna find a lot of the foods that you love, the ingredients in the city. Yes, it's expensive as hell though. It is really expensive. That part we do not like. There's no beach. There's no, beautiful rivers and stuff like that. But if we're talking about food that is close to home, I ain't gonna tell you it tastes exactly the same because I would be lying, but yeah, this stew piece, I have no faults with. The rice is pretty good. Not tough, not soggy. It's doing its thing. Me, I go put it down for later. If I were to grade this, bro, it's a solid 9 for me. It's good. If the price is good, then it could go higher. Love it. How fast did it take for me to get that dish? Probably took maybe under about 10 minutes. Yeah, speaking of 10 minutes, I have to top up my parking meter right now because I'm like, only have like 15 minutes left. But it's time to try the fried chicken. That I know I love, but let's see how consistent it is. Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Like
appreciate
oxtail and stew chicken.
oxtail and stew chicken. Thank you. All right, so I got a quick sample of their oxtail and stew chicken. I've had the oxtail before. I actually like it. The stew chicken I've never had before. There are some people who say that they don't. If you can't do a good stew chicken, then you can't cook anything else in the Caribbean cuisine lineup, which I agree with. You think so? Get into that stewed chicken real quick. Look at that. Still nice, juicy. That's good. Oxtail.
Hey, what's up, good people?
Tender. Look at that.
How you doing? All right. Happy day after Easter.
But you know what's funny though? When I'm ordering at a Jamaican restaurant, I never go for the stewed chicken. I'd probably go for it maybe 5% or less of the time because it's good, but it's one of the more basic recipes. I'm gonna go for fried chicken. I think that's the next basic one, but fried chicken usually, Jamaican fried chicken is usually really good. I know there's Southern fried and these other types of fried, Korean fried, but I ain't gonna lie, Jamaican fried is really good. And then I'm gonna always go for, oxtail. I'd rather go with the heavy hitters. If you mess up and you don't do it good, then I won't order it again. But stewed chicken is usually the last thing on my list. What about you guys? If you're ordering something from a Caribbean restaurant for the first time, what is a dish that you absolutely have to try first? That will tell you if the restaurant is good or not. Yay.
All right, so you better put it on the side. I guess you get
Okay.
too much meat today.
Okay, thank you.
Can't hold it.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, so I got my fried chicken. I'm happy that they put the vegetable to the side today. Super happy with that. Ooh. Yes, sir.
Vince, you wear sunglasses?
Yes, sir. Look at that. So I got my fried chicken, my plantain. This is rice and gungu. It's different from rice and peas. Rice and gungu, they're not the same thing. Come from the same idea, done with the coconut milk and everything. The spices are the same, but the peas or the beans are different. And I have some oxtail gravy there. This looks really good. And my veg is on the side. Got the tomatoes, lettuce, and cucumbers. All right, trying to make myself a little bit more comfortable. So they do have seating inside here. There's some small side tables there, and there's one here. So I'd say it could seat 4 people quite comfortably. Ooh. All right, let's take a bite of this. This is the fried chicken here up close. Let's see if it's consistent. Okay, so the fry, they do it's a different type of fried chicken in terms of the crispiness. So I would say that the crisp is more of a harder crisp, but it's not through the entire thing. So you get little nuggets of these harder, crispier feeling. And I think it really makes the fried chicken hold up a lot longer. The crispiness, it holds up a lot better. Almost similar to a Korean fried in a little way. It's not overly salty. Like some people put too much salt in the batter or on the chicken. It's not too salty. I would though say that it's probably just a little bit too much oil than I would like. Real foodies will be able to look at it and they'll be able to tell everything that I say. But yeah, these are the crispy nuggets that I speak about. See, even if I press on it there, it won't compress or anything like that. So it has those. It's an interesting kind of fry. It's almost like when somebody does like a tempura, where they drizzle all this flour batter and it creates those crispy layers, and when you drop the shrimp or the chicken in there, it kind of coats the chicken in a little way. It's something similar to that. So it's gonna be really just your preference in fried chicken, but the seasonings is really good. Almost very country style fried chicken. If you've been to the country, you will know. Almost very country style fried chicken, and the meat inside is cooked properly. A lot of people have that issue. They think the outside of chicken looks golden and crispy and everything is good, and then the inside isn't cooked properly. Don't have an issue with this. Nice, juicy, delicious. All right, the oxtail gravy. That's how I will get into an oxtail. I would try the fried chicken first, get some oxtail gravy on there, and depending on how the gravy is, then I would know how good the oxtail might be. You do taste it. I really wish it was a bit more pronounced, because an oxtail gravy, it's really fatty, really beefy tasting. It's usually very, very pronounced. Like even a little bit goes a long way. Not getting a lot on the rice as much as I would personally like. But the rice is cooked properly. It's nice, fluffy, and shelly at the same time. It's an excellent cook on this one. And there's a very faint essence of that coconut milk. I've had some terrible rice in New York. This rice today, I could almost eat this by itself with a bit of gravy, like no meat. It's good.
I mean, I gotta make the money first, though.
Bro, I don't know how people remove the skin off the chicken. Saying it's for health purposes, bro. That must be a really tasteless life. Now, if you guys have any recommendations on really good, don't tell me that place. What it's called, Richie, whatever. Don't tell me about that place. I've been there before. Just don't tell me about that place. Back in the day, I heard that it was banging. I don't know about now. But if you know any fried chicken spots around the city that you do highly recommend, drop it in the comments. Most of us love fried chicken with the right rice or rice and peas and curry goat gravy. Drop it in the comments so I can go check that out if I haven't before, and I'll add it to the list of 100.
This is #1 chicken out here. This is #1 fried chicken right here.
You think so? You ain't just saying that because of your friends, no.
I'm just saying, I tried them all. Richie Rich chicken used to be good when it was on 222nd, but the guy,
I'm glad you said that.
it used to be good. But the guy,
Preach.
But the guy, Patrick, was the cook. He left. He got his own place out in Orange County, right?
New Jersey.
So that chicken used to be good. It was good.
I'm glad that this guy beside me is preaching, because I did mention I didn't want to hear about that Richie spot. Because I've been in there, bro, it was not appealing to me, and it did fall off. It used to be good. And this is what happens to a lot of Caribbean restaurants. Maybe if you were here 10 years ago, where you thought was good, might not be as good anymore. And that's just because of the inconsistencies. And I say this a lot in my videos. I could go to a spot today and I enjoy the food. I can never guarantee tomorrow, because what if the chef changes? You know, that happens a lot.
Been here over 20 years right here.
And yeah, the chef is the husband and the wife is out front, like I mentioned before. So there is going to be interest in making sure that the food stays as consistent as possible. If I'm going to be honest though, sometimes the fried chicken for me, I don't know about anybody else, it fluctuates. The very first time I had the fried chicken, I would say it was at least 2 points. I got you. It was at least 2 points higher than it is today. Like it was on 10. Today for me, it's probably like it's on like 7. I've had it better before. So this is the flyer. The guy that just gave me some recommendations just now, or just told us about the fried chickens around the city. This is his thing here. If you come to Square One, you'll be able to cop a couple of his, items. All right, so now you have, this is like a Christmas cake. Looks like the Jamaican black cake. And the owner's wife asked me to shout them out. So this is the cake, and you do have banana bread that you could get from the number is 914-335-9370. All right, I'm gonna be a very tough critic. I'm a tough critic on Christmas cakes, and I have to tell you as it is. This I got complimentary, didn't pay for this at all. Still doesn't mean I'm not gonna give it an honest review. Smells like Christmas cake.
Because when if I have the pockets, then I wear it more because I know that. Yeah. Because I do a lot of moving around.
It's multi-purpose.
Yeah. It's the function.
Yeah.
It's functional.
Yeah.
It gets better as you eat it. I believe Kenny is infatuated with this cake. I think he really, really, really loves it. So to describe it, the first bite is a little bit pasty on the palate, but then as you get into it, it kind of moistens out. The rumminess is not too rummy. Some people just douse it with too much rum. And for those who don't know what this is a Christmas cake. It is something that's traditionally had in the Caribbean, usually around Christmas time. Now, it comprises of rum and browning and flour and eggs and butter and raisins and spices. Some people use currant. There's different stuff in there. So that's the basis of it usually. It's usually a denser type of dessert. You could look at it, you could see for yourself. And just by the looks, if you are one of the fans of these types of cakes, you would know if you're gonna like it or not, because you would know just off the look. Not too rummy, which I appreciate. Not too sweet. Texture, not necessarily the biggest fan. So I find the center of the cake felt a little bit pastier. The rest of it is more of what I'm accustomed to. If you want to try it for yourself to gain your own impression on it, come down to Square One when you're grabbing a meal, grab a slice, and if you like it, then you can start ordering your favorite Christmas cakes from them. If not, at least you tried. All right, so my entire bill was $34, and I got 3 things.
Come on, man. You can't do that, man. You trying to
Look
get
at my
us all-
bag.
You trying to get us all killed.
Look at my bag. This is $34 worth of food. Let's just minus this bag because I did get a complimentary thing or whatever, but like $34 worth of food. This is not bad. And this is coming from a guy who spent, I think I spent like $27 one time for an oxtail sandwich. Oxtail sandwich was worth it. Grilled cheese sandwich, really, really good. Mwah. But $34, and I was able to get stew peas and pigtail, which the serving size, even though it's small and I'm a grown man, that would be enough for my lunch. I could go by with that. I got fried chicken and I also got curry goat for $34. That's really good. And I appreciate their hustle because a lot of us here in New York don't quite have the money to be spending every single day like that on food out there. So them doing that for people, I think is just really a good thing. So if you can, and you're in Mount Vernon, even if you're not in Mount Vernon, you could stop by and show a small family business some support. Please stop by and give them the love. Now, speaking of hustle, I'm gonna be doing back my plates again. I'm gonna be doing plates. It's gonna be starting from anywhere like 15 bucks to 25. $25 gives you quite a bit of food, and you're gonna be getting a fresh homemade lemonade with that. I think I've been a huge part of the food community for a while, and not only do I know how to review food, I also know how to make food. And I think, you know, there's a lot of restaurants out here that are very pricey. Sometimes they don't even taste good at all. And we're all looking for somewhere nice to try some food. So check out my website, soysauce.com, whenever I'm cooking a meal for myself, because I'm gonna be eating a meal, of course. If you wanna try some of my food, check out the website, reserve your plate. I'm gonna be doing this at least maybe 4 times per month, maybe on the weekend. I'll keep you guys updated. Just fill out your contact form so I can get your email, stuff like that if you choose. So whenever I'm doing it, I'll send you out an email and you guys can check it out. Or follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm gonna be doing my posts. A lot of my cooking videos are gonna be on Instagram, short form versions of videos. So you can check it out and see what I'm gonna be doing next for any of my plates. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It was really fun hanging out in Mount Vernon. I'm gonna scoot by in the Bronx. There's this guy that I saw a couple times selling jerk chicken. I don't know what days he's there, but I'm gonna peruse the area and I'll let you guys know. Catch you guys on the next video. Remember, sweet things, love, nature, adaptation. And always remember, keep a link.
If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew.